Then last one I'm going to show you now for now is a lesson. Okay, so basically a lesson, we use a lesson, you can deliver your content you know, on a broader scale, because it enables you now to develop progression. Okay, so in a lesson we can have content and then we can have questions. The previous activities we were just giving tasks, you know, assigning tasks, but in a lesson we can actually teach. Okay, so let's create a lesson and let's call this HTML lesson 1. Okay, and I'm not going to put a description. We can grade this whole lesson, can give it a grade, and then we're just going to say save and display. Okay, save and display. Okay, now you will see here I have these now. They are within the lesson, so I can add a content page. A content page is just going to have content, so I can say add content page, and then I can call this what is HTML. Okay, what is HTML? Now basically what I can do here now is I can actually put a video in here. So I come over to YouTube, and then I'm gonna type in what is HTML. Okay, simply just gonna type in what is HTML. Okay, let's just give it time. Okay, slow internet. What is HTML, right? What is HTML and how it works? Let's just go with the first one, okay, for demonstration purposes. So this is 5 minutes. What does it do and what is it used for? So I'm just going to take that one there, 5 minute lesson. Okay, so what I'll do now is I come at the bottom here to the share, right? I click that link, and then I'm going to come to the embed, because I want to embed it on my website, and I'm going to click there and I'm going to copy. Okay, then I'm going to come back to here. I click that first button that shows hidden buttons, and then I'm going to come to the HTML editor now. Okay, click there, and then I'm just going to, so this is basically standing for paragraph. I'm just going to remove all this and then just paste, Control V, that link that I got from that embed code that I got from YouTube. And basically if I click the HTML code editor again, I now have a YouTube video here, okay? And my students can now watch this YouTube video, and then I'll be able now to ask them questions. So I can even go on, if I press my enter, I can just go on adding more content, you know. I can explain what HTML is, try and get sources. Instead of a video, I can try and go to, so, sorry, if I just type what is HTML, instead of getting a video, I can get this school here, right? It's got a lot of information on HTML, and it's got a lot of information on, and you can actually, some of these websites, you can actually embed. You see, like here is a document here, you can, the learner can try it themselves. Okay, so what I can do is I can sort of like copy this and then come to my, and I give the link here, okay? Want to try and learn HTML, click this, then I put that link there. And then when they click there, they'll be directed to their website there. Okay, and I can add content like all this here. You can just copy that, come and paste it into the web page, and that's it. That's it. And then I can save this. Right now, this content one is based because it is within the lesson, so there will be sort of like in the lesson. So what you want them to do next? Maybe there's some questions or an exercise, HTML exercise, or next content, or whatever the case might be, HTML exercise. So this would be the next page. Okay, they go to the next page, HTML exercise, save page, and this is how it would look like. Okay, so there it is there. You've got the video, you've got the link, and then I can now add a question. I can add a question page, and you will see again we've got those questions we've been dealing with: essay question, matching question, numerical question, short answer, true, false, and then you add that, and then you now have a complete what? A complete lesson. Okay, so we're gonna come back to web development. Right. So we now have 3 activities here. This is, remember, this is just for week 1, so we don't want to have a lot of stuff. So basically I'm happy. I can turn editing off. I'll turn editing off, and then I'll just remember that this is now ready. I can come to edit settings, and I can now show this. I can show this now. My learners will be able, but I'm not going to show this for now because it's not really an actual, thing. But that's what you would do. And then if you come back to FET phase, you will see that we now have our course there, web development, with a nice picture on it. And learners, if they click the access button, they'll be able to access it. So for now, I think I'll leave this here now. We have managed to create 3 different kinds of content for the course. Next, I'll show you how to go about setting up the gradebook. So basically, when setting up the gradebook, you will see here we have our maximum grade for the activities. This you change in the activity itself. So what you can do is add a category. So let me show you how this works. So like for example, I'm going to take the CAPS for example. So the CAPS has got like, you've got formal assessment, right? Formal assessments. And this one requires you to be monitoring, all that kind of stuff. And then you've got an informal assessment. So you've got an informal assessment as well. Informal assessment, okay? Informal assessment. So we're gonna save changes, okay? So these are the 2 categories. So what I want to do is these ones, they are informal assessments. They're not formal assessments. They don't fall under formal assessments. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to weight them, okay? So I'm going to give them a weighting to say formal assessment will count for okay, formal assessment basically counts for 100% of the mark, right? Informal assessment counts for 0. So I would give this 100% if I wanted, or I can actually give them 60-40 or 70-20. But according to the CAPS setup, let me just show you what you could do. You can say 100 for this, right? We're going to save changes there, okay? Save changes. Okay, some network problems there. All right, so it has been adjusted. It's now at 100. What I want to do next is I want to move these three to come because they are informal assessments, right? So I'll tick here, I'll tick there, I'll tick there, and then I'm gonna choose and I'm gonna put it under informal assessment. Okay, like that. So what this basically means is that this at the end of the day, so it's not gonna be counted for, okay, basically. So if I click save changes like this, the informal assessment is not going to be counted for, okay. So whatever I put under, so like for example, if I look at my technology, I teach technology, what I'm going to do in technology, we've got a mini pad and a test. So I'm going to say add a grade item now, okay. So the two main categories, there's formal and informal, okay. So the item grade now would be a mini pad, okay. This would be a mini pad, and this one would be weighted out of 30, okay, sorry, out of 70, and this will fall under formal assessment, okay. And I'm going to save the changes, okay. And then so you've got mini pads there, you see that, okay. For now it's saying 100 because it's only one. So if I add another one, so I'm gonna add another grade item, okay, add another grade item, and then this one would be a test, and the test, the value, okay, we'll just grade type is value, and then I'm gonna weight adjust to 70, okay, and this one will fall under formal assessment again, and I'm gonna save changes. Okay, that's it. So we now have, let me just adjust this to minipad 70, adjust this to 30. 30, okay. Now I'm going to save this. Okay, so that's it. My gradebook is now set. You can see I can, everything, whatever mark I'm going to put there is going to be converted to 70. And then at the end of the day, it's going to have 100. And this informal assessment, yeah, they will get their marks, but it's not going to contribute for the final mark for the end of 10. So that's basically how you would set up your grade book. So I'm going to just come back to my dashboard, and that's it. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me. Thank you.